night.
Hey guys, Seth Lee here, back with another Apex Legends video. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. If you haven't seen already, the Season 2 trailers were just officially released on their channel. I'll make sure to link them down below in the description. There was a cinematic trailer and then there was a gameplay trailer. I made a full video covering in depth the gameplay trailer, everything that was really shown, so make sure to go check that out if you haven't seen it already. But we're going to be getting into a little bit of a detail that nobody has really talked about before, and I think it honestly is pretty huge. So if you guys don't know, after EA Play at E3, Respawn executive producer Drew McCoy and lead project manager Lee Horn did an interview with Game Informer, and they talked a little bit more about what would happen in Season 2. One of the main things they really talked about was the underused characters and most used characters, and some types of buffs that might be coming in Season 2. So Lee Horn said that Gibraltar and Caustic are pretty much the most underused characters so far, which is pretty obvious. And he said, as people have seen, they have tried to nudge those characters a bit up and make them a little bit more used. But he did say that in Season 2, they have another set of balance changes that will pretty much balance the characters out a little bit more. And then they asked what these buffs could be. And Lee Horn says, I think in general, you got to see the whole package, but they'll be maybe nudging health here and there, something like that. And then Drew McCoy said, in general, what they don't want to do is nerf kits very much, because then the character becomes very bland. So they got to factor in a bunch of other vectors of balance besides, you know, just knocking down some of the better abilities. And I was thinking, when I saw this cinematic trailer, one of the first things they showed was Gibraltar, and here's the thing, I really do think Gibraltar needs a buff, at least a slight buff in Season 2 to make him more used throughout the season. And I'll show on screen right now, as you guys can see in the cinematic trailer, the first thing, pretty much the first thing they really show is Gibraltar destroying Caustic's knockdown shield in one hit. Now obviously this is a cinematic depiction and it's not technically gameplay, but I really do think this is a teaser for a buff coming to Gibraltar. So if I am correct about this, what I think will happen is that in Season 2, Gibraltar will get a slight buff to his melee damage. So as you guys can see, I'll show the clip again, he does destroy the knockdown shield in one punch. So if this is a buff, I think there are two options that they could do. I think they could make Gibraltar's melee hits do a bit more damage than everybody else's. So instead of doing 30 damage per melee hit, maybe it would do 40 or something like that. And then the second option would be that Gibraltar's melee hits against people that are already knocked would knock them out in one punch, since he is a huge character. So I do think there's a good chance that two of these buffs or one of the other will be added to Gibraltar's kit in Season 2. So I do think he might have a bit stronger melee punches as he is a much bigger character, or he might actually be able to knock people out and finish them maybe in one punch, or actually destroy a full blue shield in one punch like he does in the cinematic trailer. So if he actually could destroy a full blue knockdown shield in one punch while somebody is knocked down, that would be 250 damage, and I do think it would make Gibraltar a bit more usable and just add something very slight that would actually buff him up quite a bit rather than changing a full ability or anything like that. Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think. Do you think this would be a good buff to Gibraltar, and do you think Gibraltar even needs a buff? Obviously I think he does, but if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help me out a ton. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell for daily Apex videos. I'm going to be having a ton more content coming out for you guys in the next day or so, covering pretty much everything about Season 2, as well as when Season 2 drops. I'll be obviously having a bunch of videos covering that. If you guys don't already, go follow my Twitter at Seth Lee with 2 Y's and my Instagram at Seth Lee YT to see some cool clips and get updates on the videos I am currently making and a few other things before it happens. But it's been your boy Seth Lee, and I'm out.